Good morning, my students. Our exam will be tomorrow. I will make a quick revision with you to be able to get high marks. Look at your pupils box. Our exam tomorrow will be in Unit 3 and Unit 4. Unit 4, astonishing structures, and in Unit 3, tunnels and bridges. In tunnels and bridges, you can study all the notes that we have written in your worksheets, and you can study the reading comprehension questions such as true or false. You can study the structure from the worksheet and from your workbox. Okay, this is the spelling lesson. It's very important. Also, you have to study the words and meanings from the vocabulary question, which is question 2 on page 45. Go ahead to your workbooks in Unit 3. Your workbooks in Unit 3, question 1 is to underline the nouns. As you can see, here is to underline the nouns. Here is a meaning question. Here is a meaning question. This is a meaning question, vocabulary. The word concrete means strong material which is used for building. Bulldozer is a big machine which can move earth. Crane is a machine which can lift heavy things. Shallow is not deep. Tunnel is a long tube which goes through hills or under rivers. Lower is to make something go down. Here in this question, question 3 is not important. Question 2 is not important. The most important is question 4. Question 4 is words and meanings. As the word concrete means modern buildings are often made of what? Made of concrete. Paddle. Fred likes to paddle in the sea. Paddle is playing with water. The butterfly is fascinating. Shallow is the water at the edge of the lake is shallow. The driver started the engine and the car moved forwards. In winter, the snow covers the mountains. Okay, go to passive. In the passive, we have two kinds of questions. One question is to correct the verb form as here in question 1. The suspension is an object and is made. The verb between brackets is make and it is changed to is made of metal. This is passive. This is a kind of questions which is very important. And here to make object then is or are, then verb 3, so we make passive sentences here because it begins with an object. We call it passive sentence. Okay, now describing people by adding ed, as Joe is very interested. Stamp collection is boring. Here I am talking about stamp collection. Stamp collection is boring. But my first trip is exciting. I describe the first trip. Harry, here I describe the feeling of Harry. Harry's feeling is fascinated. Our visit is interesting. When the boys, okay, excited. Here I explain the feeling of the boys, so I add ed. Here I add ed because I am describing my feeling. Whales and dolphins, here when you describe animals and things you add ing. You write fascinating, not fascinated. Okay, Go to the spelling question. Spelling question. When we add full to some words, we add full to some words. Help is a verb. We add full, we change it to adjective. So we add full to make adjectives. Watchful, useful, wonderful. You must know the Arabic meaning for the words to be able to fill in the blank spaces in your exam. Our dog jumps and catches a ball. He is very playful. The Incas of South America were very powerful. Here, we fill in the blank spaces according to the meaning of each adjective. Useful, the dictionary is useful. I use it a lot. You must be careful. The falcons are hunting birds, so they are watchful. Their eyes are watchful. Okay, go to the next page. Here in the next page, we add ly to the adjectives to make adverbs. We add ly to the adjectives to make adverbs as beautiful, beautifully, powerful, powerfully, useful, usefully, helpful, helpfully, playful, playfully, careful, carefully. Here, we must make changes. When we add ly, we change the y to I, then add ly. Happy, we change y to I, then add ly. Scarily, we change y to I, then add ly. Steady, steadily, happy, happily. You must change as you see. Y to I, then add ly. Here, this page is very important. All of this page is very important because it has so many important questions. These toys are made of wood. We change the verb between brackets to verb 3 by adding are or is according to the object, if it is singular or plural. Here we take ing with the adjectives or ed according to the thing that is described. Here we describe chess. Chess is very interesting. Chess with ing. The divers were fascinated because I described the feeling of the divers. The children, I describe the feeling of the children. The computer, here I describe the computer. The boys are very interested. Interested, I describe the feeling of the boys, so I add ed. Go with me to the next unit. Go with me to unit 4. In unit 4. Unit 4 here is the article. The article is very important. Look at these lines. All my students know these lines very well. Great glittering halls. So what can you see in the Winter Palace? I can see great glittering halls and so on. You can read the speaking worksheet to be able to answer the exercises. Okay. Here, words and meanings. Canopy, chandelier, leaflet, staircases, gift shop, columns. All of these are very important. Here we add an. An is a prefix that gives the opposite meaning of an adjective or an or a verb. Sorry, unkind, unhappy, untrue, unfriendly, unusual. Here, look, Dan was unhappy. Unhappy because he couldn't do his homework. Mr. Brown never says hello. He is very unfriendly. You must never be unkind to children. Okay, unwrap, undo, uncover. All of these are verbs. And we add un to give the opposite meaning of the verbs. Here you have an important question by adding ing or ed for the adjectives according to the something that you describe. Here, has or have plus verb 3. Has or have plus verb 3. Next. my brother couldn't أو my brother can't undo his coat. تراجع undo هون تراجع ما قدر إنه يعني يشيل الجاكيت. undo his coat يعني يفتح الجاكيت ثانية. when Anna gets a present she unwraps it. I told my students that the word present always takes unwrap or wrap. Okay, the archaeologists will uncover. Archaeologists, here are the meanings of the words in Arabic. Uncover, unfold. We use the word unfold for clothes and for paper. I told my students. We use unkind for animals and for children. Okay, here the other questions. Go with me to the worksheets. حكيت لطلابي إنه الورق العمل مكبوس على كتبهم. أوكي، بتلاقي ورقة العمل على كتاب كل طالب مكبوسة بالمكبس. Open your Unit 3 worksheet. Unit 3 worksheet here is the answered worksheet. هاي الورقة المحلولة. هاي الأفعال المطلوبة من الطلاب إملاء ومطلوبة منهم حفظ. غيبا إذا كان الطالب كاتب الإملاء خطأ راح نضطر نحط له خطأ على كل الإجابة. هاي الإنجليش English meaning بدهم يكونوا عارفين الإنجليش meaning to match or to fill in the blank spaces with the correct verb with the correct word and meaning. Here are true or false sentences are important. Here to change to passive. Change to passive. These are two important examples. Here add ed or ing is also important. Go with me to the next worksheet. Worksheet for Unit 4. Worksheet Unit 4, here is the speaking article. You can read it very well to be able to answer the text in your exam. Here are words and meanings are very important. Here are some questions which are important for you. Here are the verbs. These verbs are very, very important for my students. They must write them very well in their exam. The dictation is very important in my exam. Okay, now thank you. I will take you to another video. Please follow with me.